Hi students, welcome back to Medico. I am Dr. Benson and this video is about helping you crack your INI-CET exam. So the NEET PG is done and now in November you have the next INI-CET coming up. So now the question for all of us, like every single person who has not got a score good enough to get into into NEET PG, your dream seat, or that person who's already got a good score but now you want to get that medicine or surgery or pediatrics in a central institute like AIIMS or JIPMER or NIMHANS, right? So that is the concept. So now you all want to crack INI-CET and it is a very, very tricky exam. That's what everyone says, right? See, my rank in INI-CET was 37. My all India rank is 37 for JIPMER, and at my time it was like JIPMER and AIIMS different. My AIIMS rank was 112. I mean, NIMHANS rank was somewhere around 11 or 12. So in that context, I think I'm one person who's qualified to tell you like how to crack INI-CET. So my answer is very simple. INI-CET is just like any other exam, and most importantly, it is just like your NEET PG. So the only difference between INI-CET and NEET PG is that the depth at which the questions topics come up from NEET PG and INI-CET perspective is different. The topics are same, the syllabus is same, subjects are same, but the depth and the distribution of question pattern is a little bit different between INI-CET and NEET PG. So in Medico, we help you to solve this problem of finding out that difference and focusing on INI-CET score and result. So how to do this? That's a big question, right? Most of us ask. So let's do a small analysis of INI-CET paper. So if you've seen the last 3 or 4 years of papers of INI-CET, around 8 papers for last 4 years. If you look at it, you will understand that every single year, the top scorer vary between 135 or 140 to 155. The top 100 ranks come between this gap. Like it can, some years it is like topper is 145, another year topper is 150, other year topper is 138. As the toughness of the paper changes, right? So that is okay. That is something that all of us knows, that you can't get everything right, and nobody gets more than 150, 160 questions right in INI-CET. So everyone knows this, but that's not a big deal. The big deal is, see, the thing that you miss here is that majority of students who are like, if you look at the entire INI-CET score pattern, you can see that there are at least 5,000 to 10,000 students in the score pattern of 110 to 130 or 110 to 125. That range there are almost 10,000 students or 5,000 students. You know why? That is because that score pattern of INI-CET is very unique. That is, to get the base 120 questions right, that question that everyone knows is very easy, because everyone who's studying for INI-CET or will be already good at NEET PG, and NEET PG, they would have cleared all these topics. And getting that 120 questions is very, very important. So to get that is easy. But going from 120 or 125 to that 145 mark, that 20 questions, 25 questions, that is what makes the difference of getting into INI-CET. So where are these 25 questions? The 25 questions generally concentrates on the deeper topics of all 19 subjects, like anesthesia. It goes to the machines and the techniques of the gases. In biochemistry, it goes to molecular biology. In PSM, it goes to epidemiology, biostatistics, infections, and NCD, right? So these is very important. At the same time, in gynecology, it goes to contraception and areas of importance in clinical management. In medicine, it's the core oncology, tumors of surgery, and medicine is very important. So you understand that getting into INI-CET is about knowing that unique niche areas of 19 subjects after you are very, very clear of the top 120. That is the base 120. The base 120. So getting into INI-CET, you need to get that 25 questions right. But first, you need to get that 120 questions right. So how do you get this 120 questions? That is your primary source. You can be going to a coaching institute or an online platform or an app or whatever it is you've been studying for the last 1 year. So if you have studied that properly, if you have read up that properly, if you are already getting a GT score of 550 or 500 plus, then you are a candidate to come into top 1000 or top 500 in INI-CET to get these 25 questions. These 25 questions that come from the all 19 subjects niche areas, top areas, the deeper areas, is what an INI-CET aspirant who's already cleared that 120 questions should focus upon. And that is where the Medico's PYQ and PYT series focuses on, where we purely discuss no synthetic topics, no additional questions, nothing. We purely discuss in depth the last 5 years of INI-CET papers, actual questions. And that's what makes Medico's PYQ PYT series for INI-CET and NEPG different. It focuses on that questions, 25 questions you need to get. You can use any other platform, like any other online platform or your primary source to get it 120. It is known for everyone. That is what every single aspirant knows. For example, an injury of brachial plexus, right, like an Erb's palsy or ape thumb deformity. That is a base question. Everyone knows this. But the classification of dimensional health tests, or let's say the anti-WHO, anti-La antibodies, or the tumor markers, these are the things that is very important at the higher level, right? So if you don't know brachial plexus injury, there is no point in knowing this hi-fi things in medicine, right? So that is the difference. So Medico helps you to get to that point by actually reaching there, by making sure that you already have this 120 and the additional questions, the additional materials that you need to reach that 145, 155 is given by Medico's PYQ and PYT series. So if you're really that INI-CET aspirant who needs to get to that extra edge and you've already done everything from your side, please definitely look at the PYQ PYT series of Medico and try to subscribe. Thank you.